Now, I moved here with my family, and I'll be honest with you, I've been here 10 months now, and I'm having trouble fitting in. I don't know my place. You see, I hold this dual responsibility here that says, on one hand, you're the associate pastor, but on the other hand, you're the youth minister. Now, youth ministry, I can do that. That's, to me, I can do that. But this associate pastor thing, I haven't found my place yet. And we hear great commentary from preacher talking about this is his vision for the church. This is where he wants to see the church go. This is the vision that God has given him for discipling the people of this church. And there's some of you sitting out there today that are feeling just like me, thinking, well, where do I fit in all of this? Where's my place? Well, life could have been real easy for me, and I could have moved here and said, I'm not going to worry about developing that associate pastor role. I'm just going to concentrate on this over here, and we'll figure something out over there. But the thing we need to understand is God has called each one of us to do something. They may look alike, they may be somewhat similar, but each one of us has a specific role to play within the church body. And like I said, if you're like me, you're still looking for that place. You're still looking, well, where do I fit in? What the abilities and talents that I have, will they fit into this vision that he has? My answer to you is absolutely. Absolutely 100%. The Bible speaks very highly of our older generation discipling our younger generation. It speaks very highly of our younger generation being examples for the next generation on. It just continues to go and go and go. The vision really hasn't changed from the original biblical context. Just the method in which we do things is what changes. So now what we need to look at is, where do we fit in? And my challenge today is exactly that. Find your place. Find where you fit in. There's many opportunities, and I know that Preacher and I have had many conversations that say exactly that. Where do we fit in? How can we get other people involved? If there isn't something that specifically fits your gifts and your talents, the fact that you have this authentic discipleship says you just don't quit. You start something. You do something with those gifts and talents that God has given you. Now, it could have been real easy for me to come here and say, forget about this associate pastor role, because I don't know what I'm going to do with that, and right now I just really don't want to figure it out. So I just concentrate 100% of time on youth ministry, but that's not what I was called to do. God did not call me here to just focus on that. You see, that calling is 2 stages. The initial response that we have and how we follow through with it. It's just like discipleship. It's got to start with a conscious choice to follow Christ. Once that conscious decision is made, it's every single day figuring out where we need to go, what we need to do, how we need to grow. The church is a living and breathing organism. Each one of us has to figure out where we fit into that organism and how our branch is going to affect the lives of the people in this community. So my challenge to you this morning is that of true discipleship. Where do you fit in? If you don't know, I'm going to invite you down to the front right now and cast your cares upon him and say, you know what? I don't know where I fit in, Lord, but I want to follow you wherever it is that you lead me. So I'm going to ask Sharon to come. And if this place and these changes are scary, good. Because we live in a time of seasons. We live in this time where we get to see the leaves change now. But yet, we can take that change because we know that through the winter, spring is going to come again, and then summer, and we get back to our hot weather. What about the changes in our life? What about the seasons in our life? What season of life are you in right now? Are you searching for a place? Are you searching for where you stand? I'm going to ask everybody to bow their heads. I'm going to ask Preacher Larry to come forward. In this vision that he has shared, it has and holds a place for everybody. And if you don't know where that place is, I would definitely invite you to come forward to this altar and cast those cares upon Jesus to find out where your place is.